Cockeyed retro. That could be, but he's not gonna be. Right, so a bit of an update. I played Loco with the music and everything, and no crashes and anything for about half an hour. So Loco fully works now. So that one was an issue with the PSU just being too hot. Now obviously I had to turn it off while the battery charged for the camera, so I could play more C64 games. Because if I'm playing C64 games, I might as well be generating some shit output for this shit website. Because there's no effort, you see. It's the fantastic thing about running this channel. There's no fucking effort at all, really. Unless I actually want to fuck about doing silly rotating colour cycling Retrotronics logos. Then yeah, I don't really need to fuck about with an editor. I just splice them together with the video converter, and I have to convert all the videos to MP4 because where's all the cassettes? This one's no good. Thrust fell off the window. You cocksucker. Anyway, let's get the Zap Sizzlers collection, and also the slow loading version of Jumping Jack. The tape reels were a bit iffy on that as well. That's not to say the tape itself is in good condition too. That's another problem, which there is no fix for. If you're lucky, you can re-record over it. But before you do that, so yeah, so we're going to have a bit of an update. And it's not a millennial start update, which is basically, we fucked it up. It doesn't actually work at all. So I left this one. I left thrust. This is more of a follow-up, I guess. Not really an update, but I am updating you on Loco. Loco is fully working. So the next one that I couldn't understand why it was crashing, because it always loaded. Yeah, see that? When you press rewind and the brightness, that's not good, mate. But we are on the better PSU, so I think I need to get one of the white PSUs from the 64C, because they're obviously newer, and try them. So right, first we'll try Jumping Jack, because it wasn't even saying found Jumping Jack, and if it did say that, I think it was Jumping Jack 64, then it immediately come up with syntax error, inline whatever, or out of memory if you press the Commodore key. So let's have a look at the reels. Speed of rotation is consistent. Not with each other, obviously. Be funny if it just never works ever again. And, it's not essential for this game. Although it would be nice to have a spare copy that actually loaded. Yeah, this is what it does. Every time it loads like a bit of program. So it's like one program after the other, and they just load each other in sequence. And the reason you do that is because you end up with more memory. Let's say you had to dimension an array to use in your program. Let's say 50 cards or whatever, 52 cards. And that was just like a whole load of variables, the pet ski things that you're going to print to draw the cards, and also a value for that card. Anyway, you have to write a basic program to put those values in there, or load them in from a SEQ file from your disk drive. So either way, you have a program, and that program that needs to do that to get that stuff into the memory as variables in BASIC, that takes up memory. So what happens is when you do load, I think I've done a video on this. So when you've done all that, and the last line of that program will say load part 2, comma 8, comma 1 or whatever, then the variables are not wiped out. So all those arrays of variables that you've just filled up with loads of values, they're okay. But it's wiping out the program that put them there, so you save the memory. So if you're going to do the Zap64 Top 64 thing, in a Mad Console kind of way, you would have to fill up all the variables, and then the program that does that, then at the end of that one, you just type in load as the last line, and you load in the actual part that is going to draw, the boxes, and print up the data and check the keyboard and even load in the game. But you wouldn't get all of those Zap64 Top 64 games on a D81. No, that's quite an arse. Yeah, I'm just trying to work it out. 10 games on the C64 on average are going to be at least 320k. It's 32 kilobytes each. Some will be more, some will be less, because they're early games, because that was printed in the first issue of Zap. Trying to think. I think it's 8,192 blocks on a D81 disc. That's the 3.5-inch disc drive for the C64. See, with a shit 8580 SID. I'm not letting that go. That's a shit sound chip. You won't be able to get 64 or even the 58 games that are not strategy or adventure games in the list. You won't get them on a single disc image, so you'd have to do it in 2 parts. So you do games 1 to 30, and then games 31 to whatever it ends up being. Yeah, you should be able to fit that into a C64 program if you load it in as 2 parts. So yeah, that's cool. The program itself won't take up much space, I don't think. If you start using too much memory while you're typing stuff in BASIC, sometimes it crashes. That has happened in WinVice. That's why I didn't do the Zap64 Top 64 thing yet, because I got halfway through it and it was and I hadn't saved for ages, because I thought, well, it's Vice. Vice is perfect, but it's emulating a real C64. I just typed in too much crap, and I probably should have just done them manually, dr string brackets 1 brackets equals speech marks, and then all the blurb. You can only have 255 characters, but that's enough. That's enough for 5 sentences at least on the C64. Because don't forget, you can have colour changes and other stuff in there, and your cursor down, up, anything you have to do like that. Yeah, no, that'll work. Yeah, I think 4 sentences is enough to explain what the game is, and then maybe another 4 for anything you need to know, specific keys or stuff like that. Joystick port 2, it's always good to know this stuff. What's going on out there, fuck's sake, mate? I can hear some sort of bloody lorry or something. Not in front of my house. That's all I care about. Yeah, I was sanding down the wings. See, load there. But I think it did this before anyway. So I have tested this tape. None of these work. And I don't know if it's actually the spindles on this one. So thrust definitely gets stuck after it's loaded the loading screen and done the little sound effect thing. But I left this one, well, you won't be able to see it, I left this one at the point where it was sticking after that, roughly, and it's still sticking actually. We'll cut straight to Who Dares Wins 2 then, which hopefully is completely rewound. I don't have a reset switch, but who can ever forget SYS 64738? The ultimate C64 fan will probably have that on their gravestone. And their name in binary, I get Ashley, you would do SYS because it's in basic. And your name on the gravestone in Petsky fonts and dates, obviously. And the message would just be SYS 64738. If they believed in reincarnation. Don't believe that's a popular thing anymore though. Yeah, this date's got fucking writing on it anyway, it's a shit tape. It's very difficult to find some games, although this may be, well actually even if it's not pencil, it might come off with a pencil eraser. It really depends on the plastic. Oh actually they've written on the fucking label as well. Assholes. Where's my glasses? Where it says other way up, it says something on this side too. I can't read the first word, but it says works. Right, so the side we've just tried is the side that doesn't work. So it's saying try this side. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll give that another go. Thing on the spring, I think we're gonna, I think basically you have to fast forward and rewind the tape 10 times and then put them in the window. And it's not as hot today. We have had cloud cover over the sun now and again, so the windows aren't as hot as they were yesterday, so I don't actually know. This is just an excuse for you to play Who Dares Wins 2, which you play too much on this fucking channel. Don't swear, man. Doesn't suit you if you've got a girl's voice like that. Fuck off. Actually, I think I've got one more burnt sausage roll to eat. But you wouldn't know that, because I only mentioned that as part of the Ghostbusters thing I was doing yesterday. So I think the next time I do a Ghostbusters video, I am gonna have to, I've seen enough of the game, so I know that's not going to be a problem now. I know exactly what you have to do to complete the game, so that's not a problem. But people writing the reviews back then, most of them had just seen the film, so I need to watch the film and then go straight to the C64 and play Ghostbusters. Whether I'll do it from tape, I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know if that's going to be possible today. Be quite late on. I need to get up early because I've got more work to do on the car, you see. So we sanded down the wing, washed it, put some rust killer on it. There's a whole nother rant there. There's like a half hour rant to do with that. a chip or is there noise outside? Whoa, that was so close, mate. Ah, you're pushing it mad, Commodore. Hang on a minute. It sounds a bit noisy, actually. I think these visuals are too bright for you. You can't handle them. You can't handle the true brightness colour of a C64 on a Sony Trinitron. Not some shit Seisho TV. Let's get that bit in there. I've done it again. I've done a knob in it. All this was 1985. Right, I had Commando, Who Dares Wins 2, Rescue on Fractalus and Ghostbusters to play over my Christmas holidays from school. So I'll get down to here. About him. No, he's not going to. Yeah! Fuck you! Yeah! Abolish all national service! Yeah! That's probably what I would have said back then. Maybe. Kill them! Kill them! These guys have got grey suits on. The others have got brown. Grey is what the Nazis wore, innit? Green is what the British wore. Blue is what the Americans wore, I think. Or is that just the Navy? Ah, you missed me, motherfucker. Come here, come on, mate. Yeah, myth busted, mate, myth busted. Silicone fucking bullshit my arse. It doesn't work after doing my scientifically, professionally developed cure for this sickness in the retro community that afflicts us all. Even the dickheads I can't stand. Well. Nah, I missed it. Yeah, fuck you. There's no point having bombs if you're not going to use them, is it? Whee! That's my last bomb. Don't fall in the acid water, you dick. You only get 2 bombs in each package. Bit stingy there, mate. There you go. So why are they all different colours? There's a blue one there, but that's the colour change there is just to signify that you get bonus points for that also. Sorry mate, you got yourself captured. Why should I risk my life for that? I've got enough problems, mate. I've got my own problems. Right, where's the fucking quicksand? Right, the quicksand is there. But there is somewhere else. Yeah, he's there. If you can see it. You can't see shit, mate. Yeah, right there, mate. Can you see it? Is there any more though? No, who the fuck is that? I'm doing important scientific work, sir. I cannot come to the phone. Debbie can't come to the phone because her dick is... her dick, her mouth is on my dick. Her dick is in your mouth. That wasn't a joke back then, but it could be now. When I was a kid, that's something I heard from the 70s, and I don't see who the fuck was ringing me. There's nobody I know. There's a fucking mobile now, you cocksuckers. Learn how to press the buttons on your shit smart dumb phone. Anyway, so that works perfectly, mate. So I got Loco and Who Dares Wins 2 sorted, and we loaded Drop Zone on the other side, which was also sticking. So this tape is 100% fixed. Loco is fixed. Did I put Slap Fight in the window? That's a good question, mate. That's a good question. I don't think I did. No, Slap Fight is here. So, oh no, we got Slap Fight to work, didn't we? So Slap Fight works. So, Thrust is still not. Thrust is either never going to work. I think what happens is, and this is my scientific mind here. Yes, I do have one. If you leave them in a relatively hot place, the plastics will begin to excrete the natural oils that they're made for. They're not natural at all. Well, actually, are they? Some plastics are made from crude oil, and that is a natural process. But I don't know. They might be coming out the nylon, which is not a natural plastic. So. But yeah, it hasn't been as hot today. No, this one isn't done yet, mate. I am sensing that there is some resistance still. Minimal amount. It's not as bad, but I don't know if it's going to work. Jumping jack may or may not work, but jumping jack has never worked. So it's not like... Yeah, it does have damage on the tape. So that could simply be there's damage on the tape. So even if the rest of it works perfectly. But like I said, this is stage 1. If you can't get the tape reels to turn evenly and consistently throughout the entire tape, then you're going to have problems loading anyway. Even if it's only a minor problem. So... So this is stage 1, so this is all correct so far. I'm going to get the flash load raster bars. So yeah, I think it's not going to be 100 parts like I said, the Ghostbusters thing. I said that in the first one. Actually, I didn't say that in the first one. In the first one, you didn't even know that there was going to be more than one part. Now I think in the second one I just said, well, I might just do 100 parts. I might just play it and play it and play it and play it, like I was going to do with Manic Miner. I'm kind of stuck on Manic Miner because seeing the demo, I can't see how I would do. I think he's level 17, and level 20, the last level, is just an arse fuck. So you know, if you don't do all 20 levels, then you haven't really done it. So you can't make excuses. That was the game. That's how it was in early 1984, probably April 1984, if not March 1984, when I had Hunchback and Manic Miner and Xylogon and Punchy, and I'm not sure what else, because obviously pocket money was a limiting factor. Well, I had been saving some money to buy like a VIC-20 game, maybe a cartridge actually, because the cartridge games were the best. And my my VIC-20 just blew up. I think I used to know what happened to it, but I don't think I was leaving my VIC-20 on. The PSU blowing up, that's the C64. So no, I can't. Maybe I've mentioned it in another video, but I have forgotten if I ever knew why it didn't actually power up that day. I did used to know, obviously. If you'd asked me 10 years ago, I would have been able to tell you. Possibly 5 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago, but not now. Oh, there's a copy of Chartbusters there on tape. Ooh. Does seem like the kind of weather to have a go of Hero. Yeah, but I won't do the stupid thing I did yesterday where I did some of this stuff and then decided to play Halls of Death. Nah, the tape is actually damaged on this, I reckon. Somewhere up to this point and back. Or the tape is a little bit, I wouldn't say it's fucked, but certainly not perfect. But the reels, I don't think the reels be getting stuck is a problem. So, now that we've sorted the reels out, what you can do, and this is not me copying anyone else, because 12 years, maybe 14 years ago, maybe even more than that actually, I bought some tape decks from, I don't care if Widgets there works or not. I bought some tape decks. 2 of them are twin tape decks, one's a single tape deck, for stack systems, and they're all good makes. I think is, one is Sony, one is Kenwood, and the other one is Denon. Not Denon Elliott, that's a different thing entirely, mate. So that's good. Thrust, yeah, we need to keep that in the hot window much longer, so... Yeah, it says other way up, so we're going to have to rewind this. But, that is the thing. You need a really good tape deck. All 3 of these tape decks are Dolby HX Pro equipped, so they're not cheap at all. They are at least semi-professional quality. There would be as part of a, £999 special offer stack system. You're talking that sort of quality, for the early 90s, before they kind of disappeared and we get the millennial shit we get now. You went into Curry's and looked at stuff to play music on. They're all the same shit. It's just like some tiny mini MIDI system with extra bass boost, some shit bass box, and some 5 tiny little speakers that are smaller than the speakers on my 1983 Ford Escort fucking 1.1. Yes, it was 1.1. Why is that noise again now? Where the fuck is there? Someone is doing something. I can't see what it is. It's a very industrial noise. Sounds like we've got someone in front of my driveway, I think. Fucking whoops. It's hard to tell from this angle. Okay, that's it. No, actually, they're not. They're not actually. It's a fucking miracle! Someone park respectfully near my driveway exit. Ooh, the other Christmas tree is getting some sunshine now. I watered my Christmas trees in the front. Oh, I probably shouldn't tell you that. Mate. So this ain't going to work then. Unless I forwarded it too much before I started it. But I suspect I'm going to have to do the old... Oh, okay. That's not going to work. Need to do a quick check, but... wow, that is such a... Actually, you know what? I'll do it properly. Don't forget the TV is right up to the max on the volume here. And here is the fix. Well, actually, that's not the fix. Oh well. I don't really care. 8580 is for knobs. If you prefer the 8580, you're a prick. Don't talk to me, mate. Yeah, see, the thing is, I've never got these tapes to work. and although the reels are spinning fine, the actual tape is damaged on both of them. There's a curse on the games I really want to play not loading, so. But I am glad my mint condition copy of Ghostbusters. Yeah, the tape reels are absolutely fine, the spools are not sticking at all. I don't know if it did that last time, because I was looking out the window. Alright, well, see, just loading tapes. Probably the first thing you want to do is, you know, if the tape reels are not sticking, is just try loading a tape a few times, because each time it goes through the system, the tape gets clean. So you don't have to, like, you know, take the lid off the data set to get access, and then, like, you know, try and get a Q-tip in there while you're playing the tape to clean it, and that could actually cause more problems. And obviously after you do that a few times, you want to clean like the tape heads and the pinch rollers and all that. Now, do I need to buy tobacco today? I'd say that's a big yes. Load area, yeah, there we go. So this tape is fucked. Right, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I've got one working copy, and I can always play it from the SD to IC. There's no loading screen or loading music. So as long as you find a PRG crack. So yes, successful testing by the genius Mad Commodore, and yes, it does work. And put that fucking WD-40 away. Put it away, mate. Unless you're going to be fixing crackly volume on your hi-fi. Digital or analog, but I did actually need analog. Oh, actually, we got it from one. And 1985, but people hate it. So I've got a copy of Ikari Warriors, as other people call it correctly. I don't call it. My problem with this game, that is rewound, okay. There was no like red or you know, green or yellow see-through leader off the pack. My problem with this game is really about the palette choices. I know why they use turquoise for some things, but they are using colour ramp, so, and there are cases where you wouldn't use turquoise there, just use fucking white, or draw different graphics or something. You don't actually need it. So found Ikari Warriors. Yeah, I told you it was Ikari Warriors. I told you, mate. Yeah, I don't know. See, the thing is, they don't put like enough junk mail through the letterbox anymore, so I haven't actually got anything to mask up the bloody car with. That's really the problem. There's quite a lot of masking up to do there. I don't know if this has loading music. I don't know if it has a, well, I presume it has a loading screen. If it's, maybe it's just this. So yeah, there does seem to be colour RAM used. I don't think it's a use colour RAM motherfucker type situation, which I'm famous for. Famous amongst about fucking me that's that. And why is there only like 2 colours there? I don't like this. I don't even like the loading screen, to be honest. What the hell is going on out there, mate? Someone slicing an entire house in half with a fucking 3 foot wide industrial circular saw. So yeah, like I said, my only problem with this game really is some of the palette choices they've made. And I would substitute them with ones that are valid, i.e. colours 0 to 7. So he's not an issue with that. The only colours you can have are the fixed colours. They can be the 3 fixed colours, background, multicolour 1 and 2. They can be any of the 16 colours. But the colour you can change in every 4x8 pixel character block. That has to be colours 0 to 7. If you use any colour 8 to 15 for that, it will make it a high-res character. That's a bit of a quirk. Now in the right hands, you know, technically talented C64 artist, you could do something really awesome with that, where you mix, because what happens then is you'll end up with a background colour which is universal, and the foreground colour in high res, but only the foreground colour you want. Obviously that character cell becomes high res, so you can't use multicolour 1 and 2. And that's a freebie that the C64 does, mixing high-res and multicolour characters. So it just means, for example, if you wanted high-res trees over the sky, even though it's a multicolour screen on your 2.5D racing game, you're going to have to use light green. So it's not ideal. But at the same time, fucking you got a colour adjustment on your CRT TV in it. It's not like I would ever write games specifically to look good on Vice. Can you imagine the uproar that would be amongst the 3 people that don't want that, and I'm including myself in that. And that's being generous. It might only be me that actually gives a shit. But I think if you're going to do a C64 game and your own graphics, you have to know all this stuff and think, can I use that? Because I get the extra, you know, resolution there. I get the ColecoVision style resolution, but only 2 colours. Now obviously multicolour 1, 2 and the background colour you can change with you know, rasters. So you can have like a green, well, you'd have a brown floor if you can have green trees, so you'd have brown or orange from the midpoint down, and you'd set the background colour to blue above or light blue, anything you want. You can set it to any colour from the 16, that's no problem. But you can't change the individual one you set in colour RAM. There's no way to do that in no. It only works for those 3 out of those 4 colours. So. This is not good. This is not good. So am I going to watch Ghostbusters today? Well, actually, I won't be playing Ikari Warriors. That's for sure, mate. That tape could be damaged though. I've never loaded this tape. You've got to listen to that horrendous cacophony. Ooh! The tape got stuck there. I didn't know it right. They're going very slowly. As slow as the graphics on Amstrad CPC Iridium, yeah, very slowly. Alright, so this has to go in the window. For a cheap tape, there's no leader on it either, it's just fucking... Or is there? No, there is, it's just sort of the same colour as tape. I'm not that fussed, to be honest. Hero needs to be replaced with a good condition actual clamshell. I don't know if you've got instructions with Hero, because there's none in this one. And that's a problem, because I did have Hero back then. So I suppose this is a live tape testing video. No, I don't need to. Actually, we're not on the SD to IC Mad Commodore. Of course, fucking of course. Original Activision tapes have a yellow leader on them. So if yours isn't yellow, I doubt it's a counterfeit, but it certainly isn't the first release. There you go, that goes in there. It's a shame, because if I can get this to load, that great Hero's fucked as well. Actually, just a little bit of rewinding and fast forwarding helps this one a little bit. So that's another one for the fucking window. But at least I know what the problem is now, and a potential solution. Like I said, once you get the reels going smoothly, doesn't necessarily mean that the tape isn't actually fucked. That doesn't mean physically damaged. It could be like moisture damage, being stored in like damp conditions, or getting too cold maybe. These tapes are only designed to last maybe a couple of years at most, as far as computers go. Maybe some albums on cassette were like better quality. No, I'm not playing international cricket. Thing is, we've got the tape deck set up now, so maybe I'll go and get that 10 great hits and see if those fucking reels go round. The reels on the cassette go round and round, round and round, round. Reels on the cassette go round and round. If you just come in this room all the time, it'd be better for everyone then. Better for me, better for Aslan, better for my huge fan base on YouTube. Hey! Don't jump on the chair I'm just about to sit on, mate. I'm not a teenager anymore. Side 1, Avenger, Future Night, which I hate, and Crackout. Side 2 is Bounder and Footballer of the Year. Actually, I haven't played Trailblazer for yonks. And the other tape, side 1 is oh great, right. Although it needs to be rewound. Highway Encounter. I just don't like the graphics. Monty on the Run. West Bank. Jack the Nipper. So this is 10 great games. There you go. And I found them. Well, that's not a good start. I found them in one of these things. They're light Ziploc bags, but there's no actual zip on them, and it does have the instructions, although they are a bit fucking microscopic. I have to use 2 sets of reading glasses or a magnifying glass. It's written on the fucking thing, the counter numbers. I hate it when people do that. Do it in pencil, motherfucker. But that is the only writing on it. There is no Wayne is gay or such other frivolous things that do not need to be recorded on instruction manuals or cassettes for all time. Because that 80s, you know, Bic pen ink does not come off. It's not like the shit quality you know, inks they use now for the sticky back plastic fake walnut effect, which becomes beech and then white pine within like half a decade, I reckon. Yeah. Okay, so what is that? Trailblazer is the first one. So, shall we use the fucked SID that needs a replacement? Enough already with the 8580 bashing. Oops. So this is really just to test the integrity. I think there's a scratch on my fucking tube, CRT. Yeah, there's something going on. Or is it a cat hair? No, there's definitely something there that won't come off with like rubbing even with my dry fingers. Bit dry like my sense of humour. Your sense of humour is just shit. You can shut up, mate. Okay, I don't think it started yet. I think the school's open today. What time is it? It must be about 3 o'clock, yeah, of course. Don't look out the windows, get pissed off. Sounds a little bit low, but could be an overload. You have to be very careful with that overload if you do this. I know that's how I found out, you know, the speaker on my Triumph TV could handle sudden full blast maximum SID volume overload. Screeching and you stay here, mate, I'm bringing you food. I know you're hungry, but if you leave the room that I'm going to put your food in, that's not going to work. Black cat sitting in a tree. I'm having it correctly, but oh, there's a loading screen. I didn't even get to enjoy it. That's your fault, that is, Chucky. And oh shit! I definitely didn't get to. This tape actually stopped. Good. Right. So on mine, the tape counter is, I believe, 55. Right. Sean Southern coding. There you go, buddy, that should be enough. Cold beef, huh? Nice cold beef salad without the salad. All the beef, all cat food is horse meat, mate. And if you didn't know that, and the horses are so expensive, I would imagine. Hang on, there's more fucking food here. Sounds a bit weird. I've got glare from the sunshine. I've got sunspot. That's from Total Recall as well. 2 weeks. Sunspot. Okay. That don't make any sense. How do I start the game? Is it joystick port 1? Right, okay. Okay. I thought it was fight to jump. Okay, it's very small to jump. Okay, so you've got to know that different colours do different things. Alright, okay, so maybe the green ones. We'll miss that one. It's a fiendish game. Not played this for a very long time, and I did have that game. That's quite a fast loader actually. Andy Morrison did the graphics. How'd you get like more? I don't know why that doesn't work. There's a trick to having like a higher bounce, is there? Ah, Jesus Christ. That's confusing me, that is. Don't understand how you make the ball jump higher. And if you can't, it'd be really difficult then. Maybe you just got to bounce all the time. You won't bounce at all now. Oh, is that what J is? Number of jumps you got, right, okay. But then you won't be able to do the game at all. Oh, actually, it did work there. Maybe when you lose a life. Doesn't seem to be jumping anymore. Right, well, we'll see soon enough now. No, it still says J0. So why wouldn't it let me jump? Right, so you're going to have to jump. See, I'm pressing fire. You can hear me press the fire button. Maybe a longer press on the fire button. Maybe you have to be at a certain speed. Well, I can't see that purple and fucking orange. Yeah, so there's a problem here. I need to find some instruction. Okay, that wasn't as fun as I was hoping it would be. Go and get all the instructions and enjoying your cold horse salad. I processed 4 things. Now I feel sorry for you, chocolate mate. Even though I buy you good cat food, I'm sure it's no better than eating fucking processed food every day from the supermarket. Where's Trout later? Whip! So I don't have the case for this. All these tape decks different to mine. It's written down 58 as the tape deck. Right, you are limited to 7 jumps per course and have a time limit on each course. It's ripped just where I need to fucking move it. It's ripped already. Well, I have printed the colours. You know what they do, the coloured squares. But they printed them in half-tone, black and white. They're not even in grayscale. Shit, down my dear. So it appears that spaces jump. It also appears that these instructions are now fuck. You go and enjoy yourself there talking about. You're going to go and watch a bit of TV. Looking out the window is TV for cats, just so you know. Because they're too intelligent to stare at like a fucking LCD screen or CRT screen and believe that that is something other than some random flashing light. Let's try that again. So why did they go up when I pressed space first? I'm not getting them to fucking go up enough. Well, you heard me press the fire button there. I jumped once. And it won't do it again, see? Yeah, that purple on orange it really worked for me. So yeah, it's not exactly like jumping into the sky as if I'm on the moon when I press the space bar. So yeah, I immediately don't like this game. Already I have to watch someone else fucking playing it. But I used to be okay with this. I've definitely got further than like one level. See that one, I can't get him to jump. And he's not jumping at all now. Now it says J6. Hang on, we've been on this bit, haven't we? Yeah, that's not good for me. What's the next game? Highway Encounter. Oh, fantastic. So it's a bit of a weird one. Trailblazer is a brilliant game. I can't play it anymore. But I did like it back then. So it's a good thing I fucking remember that, innit? Some lukewarm, slightly, well, quite a bit flat. Like Commodore, what do you reckon? What do you reckon in it? It's either that or, well, nothing. Oh, actually, I got some crisps. These games are not worthy of eating crisps while playing them. Just to put them there. Maybe it tastes alright if I shove it in the fridge for a bit. I think I have to feed Jonesy actually, so Chucky will stay in here. Hey. So it's a genius idea of them putting the, you know, the colour keys for these squares on Trailblazer, and then printing them in half-tone divots, solid black or white tiny dots. Great! But they don't even say the colour in the description. Useless. crashed. Yeah, well, you've got as many cats as me that need feeding. It takes a bit of time, mate. Oh, that thing is still there, but the other one's gone. There's no one parked in front of my driveway. So maybe that one there is for the neighbours. Yeah, so with this game again, just needs a graphic change. The rest of the game is fine. Unless you've got your joystick in port 2. If you haven't got your joystick in port 2, then you're fucked. He's going away. He's scared of my barrel, isn't he? Maybe I found a new trick. He's a bit slow, isn't it? Hang on. That's no good. Okay, I can't move them. Is the barrel literally just too big? Your barrel is too big, mad Commodore. I know. Girls say that all the time, mate. Okay, I can't seem to blow up the barrel. I'm sure that's what I have to do. Now, so how do I actually? Look, I'm underneath them. That's wrong. Escape, run, stop, restore. Yeah, that's why you need a restore key. Always with a fucking keyboard. Fuck off. So it works up to there. Well, he's kind of going sideways. I didn't want that. I didn't want that for sure, mate. Can I get through there? Oh, but they can. Oh, crap. Remembering to overtake on the left, innit? I know what you've got to do on this one, right, okay. Right, okay, maybe you have to actually push them. This is not good for my my reserve army is fucked. Fucked. So you can't actually shoot. So hang on a minute. And you can't influence them things. So I've lost most of my men just on that one screen. So I'm definitely doing that wrong. Operation Human Shield, innit? I'm going to lose all my lives anyway, so... there's a lot of glitching going on, but I don't think it's a load error. And... what can you say, mate? I don't like highway encounter. For some reason, I prefer it on the Amstrad. Battery's going to run out anyway. What was the next game? I can't read what the next game was. Let's get some light on this situation then, mate. Monty on the Run. Well, everyone else says it's a good game, so does it matter what I say? Not really. So at least this cassette doesn't have to go in the window. What was on this one then? Avenger. I do believe I had. Is it Avenger? Is that the Gremlin Graphics one? Future Night I didn't have. Bounder I had. Footballer of the Year. Isn't that a management thing? Look, mate, I've got international soccer. I got it in like March, April 1984, and that's the end of that one, really. Never had the need for another C64 football game. And frankly, there wasn't a better one anyway. This fucking glass cracked. Cracked on this side. There's something going on at the bottom. How weird. Yeah, I have to put up with all the noise and shit going on at the moment. That's just how it is. I don't know if this will load actually. Ah, right, there we go. Good. Maybe the green means it's, hearing the signal tone. Any more free roll ups I can make? I really don't want to go to the shops, mate. I really don't. It's a fucking liberty taker. Well, I suppose technically they're all free roll ups. Fag ash to actual unused tobacco ratio, that's a problem. Sometimes it is 100% fag ash, mate. And you can't smoke fag ash. Yeah, we're a bit fucked here. I think we are going to have to go to the La Séance de la Ouf. What is off in French? I can't remember. I was scarred for life because my French teacher was so hideously ugly. It's unbelievable. Probably the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. I mean, there's no point me even telling you whether they were male or female. And I'm talking ugly as in, it's just wrong, mate. Looked a bit like the evil witch in Chorlton and the Wheelies. That sort of level of ugliness, mate. It's just wrong. Wrong! As is all this fucking traffic with diesel shit coming into my house. Piss off. Yeah, I don't know actually. I need to find paper to actually use to mask up the car. It's a real problem. Never thought about this. I just assumed there'd be loads of junk mail, but there isn't. There's hardly any junk mail at the moment. When they do make something, it's just like one tiny little A5 leaflet, or it's like a menu for some sort of food place, and they're like, they're like glossy cardboard kind of thick paper. So can't use them either. Well, the loading screen's working. The camera's still going. You can see the LCD there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to cave in and go the off license because actually we've only got 1, 2, 4 cigarette rolling papers, and I believe one fell on the side somewhere or something for 5, but that's not enough, mate. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. So I guess we're going to the shitty off license with a south-faced cunt who works in there. In fact, in the motherland, there is actually an expression that says